Hi everybody, welcome to the Pagan Perspective. My name is Tatiana, this is Subs Week, and this week we're talking about music, musical instruments, and our practice. Okay, so the question this week comes from our very own Danni, and she asks, how do we use sound in our practice? What music do we use? Do we play any instruments? And you guessed it right, the answer is yes. I believe some people may have noticed the harps I always have in the background. This is the music room where I rehearse and where I write music for soundtracks and for the orchestra and that kind of stuff. And I do use music in my rituals, like the full ceremony magic kind of thing, but also in daily practices like folk magic, practice that don't include the casting of a circle. But let's talk about the rituals first. I have a really special and intimate connection with music, always have had, which is why I studied to become a composer. And to me, and I'm sure many people will agree, music has a certain out-of-this-world quality, something that transcends this physical reality. I reckon we've all have at some point experienced the bliss and abstraction of being immersed in sounds and literally losing touch with your surroundings and time, and afterwards feeling all tingly and fluttery and energized and inspired to go out and do stuff. Music can feel like a bridge to a different energetic plane which fuels us, and that's why I like to include it in my rituals. Most precisely, I use it right before starting a ritual. After I have my workspace laid out and taken a good bath and changed my clothes, I sit with the piano, and more often the piano rather than the harp, and I improvise my hands off. To me, it's a wonderful manner to raise my personal energy and feel more connected and aware of subtler energies. I actually feel that improvising rather than playing pieces by, I don't know, Bach or Chopin. No hate towards Bach and Chopin, but to me, improvising is the way to go. Because the freedom of exploring sounds and rhythms puts me in this wonderful mind space with no pressure of performance and with heightened senses. Because when you're improvising, you're actually working with your instincts, with your raw intuition, and just going after sounds and exploring rhythms. So it feels very organic. Whereas if I was playing a Chopin, for example, I might feel that performance pressure, and I might begin criticizing myself while I'm playing, and that would put me in the wrong mind space, because I wouldn't be feeling more energized. I would be draining myself of energy with my critical mind, if you know what I mean. Anyways, if you are not used to improvising, you've never studied improvising, or maybe you simply don't like it at all, I'd suggest you play simple pieces that you enjoy playing, that are not strenuous, you know. Maybe before the ritual, one day before the ritual, try out a few pieces and see which one makes you feel more, you know. Some experimentation will reveal to you the best way to use your instruments and music in your practice. Something else I wanted to touch on is that maybe you enjoy music, you love music, it's something that fills very special to you, but you are not an instrumentist. By no means I think you should shy away from using music in your rituals. Maybe you can use your favorite track from your favorite artist. There are also several playlists on YouTube that I use, for example, for meditation and journey work. And that brings me to the second part of my video, which is about practices that don't include the casting of a circle. I, for example, use music for meditation and journey work, as I mentioned, and I also like to use it for creative visualization, which can be a powerful tool to work self-healing, for example, and for anxiety management, for depression management as well, especially if you have someone to work with you, because, you know, when you're depressed, sometimes it's hard to make the smallest effort, and I speak for myself. So yeah, for these practices, meditation, journey work, creative visualization, also cooking, which can be very magical, and cleaning the house either physically or energetically, I will use some music in the background and a track rather than playing an instrument. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, Danny, for the question, and see you soon!